Hello there everyone, welcome to Christopher's Entertainment Blog. I am Chris. In this video, I'm going to be discussing a little bit about all these new rated R, potential rated R comic book movies that could be coming out. We get Deadpool that comes out with a rated R, pushes the limit, and is entirely successful. It's incredibly successful. It's like breaking records out there. And a lot of these studios now are saying, wow, people are really responding to this rated R Deadpool. It was going to be PG-13, and then they pushed for R. They got R, and look at it now. It's breaking records. So why not make all comic book films rated R? Well, this is what I have to say about it. I don't think they should make all comic book films rated R. I don't think it works for a lot of them. I think a lot of them are fine the way they are. Like the X-Men, they don't need to be rated R. They're fine the way they are. Days of Future Past was a fantastic film. Then you have the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's never going to be rated R. I mean, the only thing you're going to be close to R is the Netflix series that you get with Daredevil and Jessica Jones and Iron Fist and Luke Cage and all them. That's going to be the almost rated R type pushing it, the really hard PG-13. That's the closest rated R I think we're going to get in the MCU. But now we have Fox, who's pushed the limit now with Deadpool, rated R, and it worked. And I don't think it's going to work for every film. But now we have this coming out over the last few weeks that, hey, Wolverine 3 is going to be rated R. And I have to say, that's a great idea for Wolverine. It makes sense because he's a pretty violent character anyway. He's got the claws. He's got a bad attitude. I think it'd be kind of funny. And I'm all for the rated R for Wolverine 3 personally, if they don't do it like Deadpool. Deadpool is Deadpool. He is the merc with the mouth. He's the one that it's like the smart ass. He's the one throwing out all these jokes one after the other. He's a violent character, and it works. That jokey stuff works for Deadpool. It works. That's the character. I don't want to see Wolverine cracking jokes and doing stuff like Deadpool did. I don't want to see that. But I'm all behind the rated R for Wolverine if they make him like Wolverine. Make him violent. Don't make him really jokey. Maybe have a few jokes in there, like him flipping somebody off with the claw or something in the middle claw. That could be kind of funny. Maybe making a few dry jokes here and there. But I think the main focus is to lean on him being violent, like freaking running his claws through somebody's skull or slicing somebody up and blood splatter. That could work. A lot of blood, a lot of slashing. That could work. I mean, if they get a really great fight scene in there with a lot of blood, decapitations and stuff, that could be really cool. I'm all behind that type of rated R Wolverine. But don't make him jokey like Deadpool. That would just ruin it. But I'm all behind the rated R stuff. I mean, that would be a great way to go out if they could get a great story and have a great tone for a rated R Wolverine. I think it could work. I think it could really work if they do it right. Now, this other bit of news that's coming out now is that it could possibly now make a home video release, a Blu-ray release for Batman v Superman to be rated R. And it's just like, what is up with that? This film is already done. It's ready to come out in a few weeks, March 25th. And already they're saying, hey, we got a home video, an ultimate edition or whatever, that's going to be rated R. So here's my guess, is that they're going to make it like an extended cut or director's cut. And it's going to have some more violence in there. Maybe, him getting somebody getting punched and maybe a little bit of blood or something. I don't think that there's going to be a lot of cussing in it and sexual content or anything. I don't think we're going to get anything like that at all. It's probably just going to be a little bit more violent, a few more scenes of something going on, and they slapped a rated R rating onto it. Just keep this in mind that last year, the extended cut of The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies came out, and it was rated R. Why it was rated R, I have no freaking clue, because it's barely even pushing that. Maybe it's just basically a mild, or maybe just a little bit more than a mild PG-13 in my eyes. I seen both versions. I've seen the theatrical and the extended, and I'm like, why is this rated R? They have a few extra scenes in there with a little bit more violence, and then you're going to rate it R? Makes no sense to me. So this is probably exactly what they are going to do with the Ultimate Edition of Batman v Superman. Makes sense. Just a little bit more violence here and there, but that's going to be it. It's probably not going to be anything major. But I don't think it's going to diminish from the film. I still think it's going to be a great film. But when it comes down to it, guys, I really don't think a lot any. I really don't think you need to make all these comic book films are. It's not necessary. It works for Deadpool. It works for a very few other characters like the Punisher. I think could work. I think the Wolverine movie could work if it's done right. But you got other characters like in the MCU. I don't want to see a rated R Spider-Man. I mean, that would never work. I mean, you're gonna have Venom in there. Who wants to see a Venom movie without Spider-Man? Sure, make a Venom movie, make a Carnage movie, rated R. Who wants to see that without Spider-Man? I don't. I don't want to see it. I mean, it could be kind of cool, but you're not going to do it without Spider-Man. And Spider-Man is a kid-friendly character. You're not going to put Spider-Man in a rated R film. It just wouldn't work. I mean, you wouldn't be able to get the kids to go see it then, and then it would just be odd. It just wouldn't work. So I think characters like that, like in the MCU and through Sony and stuff, I don't think they should be rated R. But I think some characters, like a Punisher, maybe could be a rated R. That type of character, or Wolverine. But and of course Deadpool, and a sequel to Deadpool, obviously going to be rated R. But don't go out and make all the films rated R. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, guys, tell me what you think about it. Should all these films now be rated R or not be rated R? Please let me know in the comments below what you think about it and what you think about this news about the new Wolverine being rated R and this potential rated R Batman v Superman edition. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys think. But that will do it for me for this video, guys. I am Chris for Christopher's Entertainment Blog. Thanks a lot. Take it easy.